Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B, and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. Again, you guys are more than welcome to join us. So somebody is about to go through an ultimate embarrassment. This is like being embarrassed, like in front of a lot of people. This is like being embarrassed, like on social media. And of course, it's millions and millions of people, that watch social media. This is like being embarrassed, like somebody getting locked up, and then, they're on the local news channel, like their mugshot and what they've done, is on the local news channel, for everybody to see. Whatever this ultimate embarrassment is, I feel like, that somebody basically, they dug, this ditch. They could have, fell in their own trap. This is, like something that could have been avoided. But I feel like whoever this is, it's getting ready to go through some type of ultimate embarrassment. I definitely feel like that this person, had a chance to, stop doing something. Or, this person had a chance, to tell the truth. This person had a chance, to apologize. This person had a chance, to say, I'm not going to do that. I just heard decisions. And of course, we as humans, we get to make our own decisions. There's always a yes and a no. I feel like somebody, took their yes, too far. Or, somebody, could have taken, a yes too far. So this is like somebody, telling somebody asked somebody, you got $5, I can have. And so somebody's like, yeah, go look on my, in my room, on my dresser, it's some money on the dresser. And it's like $100 bill, a $20 bill, and a $5 bill. And the person only asks for a $5 bill. But they see the $100 bill and a $20 bill. And so instead of them taking the $5 bill like they asked, they took the $100 bill. So, that would be, stealing pretty much. Because you didn't ask for the $100, you asked for the $5. But then, like whoever this is, they don't have no integrity, like they can't be trusted. So maybe, that could be what's going on. Like the ultimate embarrassment could have something to do with, like a lot of people finding out, that somebody can't be trusted. Somebody doesn't have any integrity and woo yada yada. But let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. Holy Spirit. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an S or a K or a Z. Yeah, there's a predator out here. So somebody, could be being exposed for being, like a predator. But somebody's a liar out here. Somebody's been lying. There's also somebody that's been lying, like that they're, like an empress or an emperor, somebody's been, like trying to put on a front, like that they, like got they shit together and woo yada yada. But I feel like whoever this is, they're very imbalanced because I'm seeing the Temperance card in the reverse. But somebody definitely, has been lying. It definitely, could be a Leo. But be aware, of, like somebody, trying to, come in and lie to somebody's face. Wow. So somebody, could be exposed for being a liar. There could be some type of arguing going on. This could be on social media. This could be, within a friend group. This could be, within a family, whatever have you. This could be at work. But there definitely, could be, like an argument. So somebody, could confront somebody. about, them lying. And then, the person, that's been lying is like, no, you're lying. You're lying. So, but we have, the getting in the middle. So somebody just needs to be aware of, of like getting in the middle of whatever this is. So somebody, could have created, like some type of drama. And they possibly, could try to, tell somebody, no, they're lying and woo yada yada. This could be, like after the ultimate embarrassment. And I feel like like somebody's just trying to, like get people on their team. There could be some people, that, like they were on this person's team, and they could be realizing that, like they were lying. Somebody definitely, likes meat in their buns. And I'm not talking about a sandwich. So there could be a masculine energy, that, like they could be into other masculine energies, but, they act like that they, are only into women or, they don't do the same sex. But yeah, somebody does the same sex out here. Wow. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an L or an S. Yeah. The Tower card. But I don't feel like that this Tower, is a good thing. I feel like ashes, we all fall down. So there definitely, could be a lot of people, that could be falling down. It could be because of, some whoever this liar is. But there is a storm that's coming for sure. So I feel like that somebody, just like doesn't need to get in the middle of whatever's going on. This is like, like karma being dealt out, lessons, being, having to be learned, and like somebody, is like right in the middle, of some karma, being dealt out or some lessons being learned. So somebody just needs to be aware. Be aware of being pulled in. Be aware of somebody, lying to you to make you, get in the middle of some stuff. Oh yeah, somebody thought that like them lying, or somebody thinks that they're lying is gonna change something. It is, but it's not gonna be like on their behalf. Why is this lion here? Somebody definitely could find some hair in their like in their food. So just be aware. Somebody, could work at a restaurant. There could be, like a fight that could break out or some type of arguing that could break out, like in a restaurant. Somebody definitely could use somebody's hair, you know what I mean, to, like do some type of, like some type of spell or something like that. But somebody's really hairy out here. Somebody's name could be hairy. Somebody definitely, could be lying about, like, where they're going. Lying about, like, traveling. So somebody could say, like, they travel for work, but they really don't. They could really be, like, cheating, doing strange things for change, which, I mean, some people consider that as a job, But I feel like whoever this person is, they like, in front of people, they walk upright, they're so... I heard the word prestigious, so this could be somebody, that could have, degrees or, they have some type of, like title or whatever. But yeah, like behind closed doors, this person, they're a different person. Yeah, this person is a liar. I feel like this person, like their job title, one of their job titles definitely, is a liar. And somebody definitely, needs to watch their mouth. So somebody definitely, could have been told, to like watch their mouth. Somebody definitely, could be lying about, like like a woman and a child. So this could be, like the mother of somebody's child and a child. But somebody's a predator out here. They're preying on women and they're preying on children. So be aware. I'm picking up on, like a preacher or a pastor or something heavily. So like somebody, that's supposed to be, praying, for, people, praying for the women, the children, their brothers, their sisters, and, the church congregation or whatever have you. Like they could be doing that, on Sunday, Wednesday, whatever, whenever they're in the church. But when they're not in the church, they're somebody totally different. Mm-hmm. Give me one for this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There definitely, yeah, could be a child that could tell somebody something. So this is like, yeah, like somebody, like touching on a child. And, yeah, like the child, goes to tell, their teacher, their dad, their grandfather, their uncle. And yeah, like somebody's like, nah, they're lying. They're lying. They're lying. Mm-mm. I feel like, yeah, like somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to it's kind of giving me too, like somebody, like intimidating, like a witness. So that could be what somebody's doing. But somebody definitely, yeah, there could be a child that could tell at like an adult something, or be aware, of, yeah, like like, yeah, like a child, like telling somebody something and it might be a lie. So just, yeah, somebody just needs to be aware of, yeah, like like getting in the middle of something. But somebody definitely, yeah, could try to tell somebody something, to, yeah, like get them in the middle. Or tell, like other people something, to, yeah, like get them in the middle. There's also somebody that's lying about, yeah, like hearing, like from their spiritual team. So somebody's spiritual team, could be upset because this is like, yeah, we don't talk to you. We don't deal with you. Yeah, you're a liar. Thou shalt not lie, Mm-hmm. You ain't got to lie to kick it. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be lying to kick it. So it's just like, yeah, like somebody, putting on the front like that they're an emperor or empress, to try to, act like that they're on somebody's level, but they're really not. Mm-hmm. A child definitely, yeah, could tell, like another parent about, yeah, like a parent, yeah, like they like meat, in their buns. So, but we have the I go to the rock. This is one of the intuition cards. So I feel like like somebody just needs to trust their intuition, especially when it comes to, yeah, like getting in the middle of something. But this could be literally, yeah, like getting in the middle of, like, yeah, people being served karma, people, being taught some type of lessons. But this is also too, yeah, whenever, like somebody, whether somebody's up or down, whether somebody's sad or happy, yeah, they go to the rock, The rock is the Most High God. Mm-hmm. But something about, yeah, some property. So somebody, could be lying about, like, like some property. Somebody, could be lying about, yeah, like, stealing some property. There's also somebody that, could be claiming somebody. So this is like, somebody could be single and there could be somebody that could be claiming somebody. Or somebody, could be in a relationship and, yeah, there's somebody that's still claiming somebody. So somebody just needs to be aware. But somebody definitely is about to receive, like some type of information. This could be from their spiritual team. This could be, yeah, like somebody receiving confirmation that somebody's been lying to them. Mm-hmm. Lying to them about their sexuality. Lying to them about who they are. Lying to them about some type of crime that they've committed. And this definitely, yeah, changes everything. Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be being watched. Or somebody, is watching somebody, stalking somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be around somebody's property. So, yeah. So just be aware. Somebody, yeah, could be like up in a tree, you know what I mean? Yeah, like watching somebody's home, watching somebody come and go. So be aware. Why is this tower here? Yeah, there's also a change that's about to take place. A big change. I'm also picking up too that there could be somebody, that, yeah, like, that could have told somebody, like, yeah, like I hear from my spiritual team or I hear from the Most High God. And yeah, somebody thinks that somebody's lying. So I feel like somebody's about to be shown, it's just not, something, that, yeah, like, like, yeah, like somebody, can, it's kind of giving me, you know, like, yeah, like somebody has already, you know, like told somebody something and they didn't believe it. And so, yeah, it's time for, you know, like somebody, you know, or some people to be shown. Something definitely, yeah, is about to escalate, or something is escalating. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like, yeah, like level up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's something about, yeah, like a store, a mall. Something could take place in a store, mall, restaurant. Somebody definitely, yeah, could own a restaurant, or somebody, you know, could be about to, yeah, like, you know, like, you know, like get some type of contract, you know, to like own a restaurant or own a store or something like that. Yeah, but we got the lights on. Somebody, something about, yeah, a hotel. It's a lot of properties that I'm picking up on. So I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, like be a owner, you know, of a lot of properties, or, you know, like somebody, you know, could be about to be the owner of you know, like a lot of properties. Somebody, you know, could be into real estate. But this is like, yeah, like somebody's intuition is on for sure. We got two intuition cards out here. But yeah, something about a Motel 6. Something about a motel. So somebody could live in a motel. Somebody, you know, is about to, you know, like get evicted or get put out, and they could have to live in a hotel. But I feel like all of this, yeah, is a part of, you know, like some karma, or it's a part of, you know, like some type of lesson. So I feel like somebody just, yeah, needs to trust their intuition, you know, when they, you know, like, before, you know, like they jump into, you know, like getting in the middle of something, or, you know, before they, yeah, like give their opinion or whatever have you. Woo. Yeah, we got the world at the bottom of the deck. So something about, yeah, the internet, but there something is about to end. So there's somebody that possibly, yeah, has been lying to somebody, and yeah, that's coming to an end. So this person is no longer going to be able to lie to somebody. So I don't know if this person, you know, they're about to get their tongue snatched out, or, you know, yeah, they're just going to be put in a position, you know, to, yeah, like have to tell somebody the truth. Behind the world card, we have the Ten of Swords. So this definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like, yeah, ultimate sabotage, ultimate betrayal, yeah, ultimate embarrassment. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles flipped over. I'm gonna put it back because it just flipped over. But something about, yeah, an investment. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, like come up, you know, with like, yeah, like a great idea, you know, and so, you know, like somebody, you know, could think about, you know, like investing in it. But I just feel like somebody needs to be aware. And somebody literally, yeah, could be, you know, like trying to scam somebody, tell somebody all these lies, you know, like, oh, it's a great investment, you know, you're gonna profit on it, you're off of it, you're gonna benefit off of it. But yeah, like, it's not true. Yeah, it's not true. Five of Pentacles. There's also somebody that definitely, yeah, could have, you know, they've been lying, you know. Somebody could have been lying about, yeah, like them being sick. So somebody wasn't sick, but they were only, you know, yeah, lying, you know, to get sympathy, or be aware of, yeah, like somebody trying to use a sickness, you know, or, you know, like, yeah, like them being down, you know, as, yeah, like, you know, to get sympathy. But somebody that definitely, yeah, was walking, you know, like, yeah, like that they got it all together, you know, that they, yeah, like, I'm this and I'm that, yeah, they're about to be exposed. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be homeless, or somebody's about to be. There's also some people that, yeah, they thought it was a bright idea to, you know, cause somebody to be left out, or to make somebody feel like, you know, that they're, you know, like being left out. But yeah, like somebody don't want nothing that they got anyway. Y'all see how that person, you know, the cup is right there, like trying to, you know, hand, you know, But the person got their arms folded like, I don't want that shit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like somebody don't want what somebody or some people got to offer anyway. So I don't know if somebody, is gonna try to, come back around, and ask somebody again. Or this is like, yeah, after somebody, done took the $100 bill, somebody forgives them, and then yeah, like somebody, comes back around and they're like, hey, yeah, can I get $10, and then so, yeah, be aware, of being the fool. Or, like being the fool again. Or, yeah, don't be fooled. Somebody just don't need to be fooled. But somebody definitely, yeah, could miss out on their opportunity. And it definitely could have something to do with some money. Mm-hmm. But this is also, too, yeah, like if somebody doesn't accept something, that, yeah, it might look good, but I don't feel like it's good. If somebody doesn't accept it, I feel like, like something good is coming, yeah. And somebody definitely is about to have some type of proof, or somebody, is going to receive, like some news, some good news, and it definitely could have something to do with some money. Yeah, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. But somebody definitely, yeah, could lose a lot of money. We go from the Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. So somebody just, yeah, needs to be aware. This is like, yeah, like somebody, already investing in something or somebody, and then, yeah, like they find out that this person ain't nothing but a whole liar, a whole scammer, a whole cheater, a whole fraud. So, yeah. Why does this eye go to the rock here? Something is being looked into. Or somebody, could be looking into somebody, or somebody needs to look into something. So somebody doesn't, yeah, like somebody needs to, before they, sign a paper or sign a contract, they need to look into it. Before, they say yes to something, yeah, like they need to, yeah, like do their research. But we got King of Wands. So yeah, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. Y'all see how that person has their fist balled up? Somebody's mad out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be contemplating doing something, like stupid. There's also could be somebody that could be mad, because, like, yeah, like they could find out something, So going, just using the, the money as an example, So yeah, like somebody finds out that, yeah, like somebody stole, like somebody's money, And maybe that person, went and was like, ha, 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 And then, yeah, like turn around, and go ask for forgiveness and do it all over again. So something about, yeah, like sin. Because, when we sin, when we ask for forgiveness, when we repent, we're not supposed to repeat, yeah, like the same sin. We're supposed to, yeah, like try to, not to commit that sin, anymore, Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely could keep doing the same thing over and over, yeah, getting the same result. So that could be why I'm seeing the Temperance card in the reverse. But we got the Knight of Swords. So somebody's mouth is bad. Mm-hmm. So something about, yeah, somebody needing to watch their mouth. Watch what they saying. So this could be about somebody. Yeah. The Fool. On a good note, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, it could be about to, be asked to take some type of leap of faith. So I feel like, yeah, like somebody, just needs to, their intuition starts to speak, like somebody needs to listen and somebody needs to trust it. But yeah, going back to, yeah, like don't be the fool. Don't be fooled. And this definitely could have something to do with an idea, investment, a person, For somebody definitely, yeah, could just try to marry somebody, But this could be, to, yeah, like, so for example, so like somebody, could have good credit and somebody could have bad credit, And so, like somebody, yeah, could just marry somebody, for good credit, just so that, yeah, like they could, like benefit off of that person. Just be aware. There's a lot going on in this message. At the bottom of this deck, we got Return to Sender backfired on them. So somebody, could have done some type of Return to Sender, prayer when it comes to, like some energy. when it comes to, yeah, like, yeah, whatever. So that could be why somebody could be in this Five of Pentacles energy. But yeah, because they sent some energy, they sent whatever they sent. This is like, yeah, like somebody having to sit in it. So yeah, like somebody don't need to get in the middle. Somebody don't need to, you know, yeah, like get involved. Because I feel like yeah, like there's some consequences, you know. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like envious of somebody's career and the money that somebody makes. But it goes back to the same person, you know, that I was picking up on, you know, the, yeah, like they walk around like they got it all together. They walk around like they got everything, you know, but yeah, like they really don't. Yeah, this person could be, yeah, this is the one that could go through, yeah, this ultimate embarrassment. This is somebody, yeah. So going back to the beginning when I said, yeah, this is somebody that caused this their own self. Yeah, somebody causes all their problems. It says you cause most of your problems or most of the bad things that happen to you yourself. So it's whoever this person is. So whoever this person is, yeah, they have to face whatever, you know, it is that they're going through. Yeah, somebody's their own worst enemy. Somebody, yeah, is in the Five of Pentacles because of, yeah, like themselves. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could go from, you know, like, yeah, like the Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles because of, yeah, overspending, spending foolishly, you know. Eating out. You know, yeah, like doing, you know, like stuff that they, yeah, like doing stuff that they, you know, like want, but they don't need, you know. So yeah, you can go to the grocery store, you know, and yeah, buy your own food. You know, you don't have to go to the grocery store, buy your own food, and then yeah, go, you know, out and get some fast food or woo yada yada, because then yeah, like you're spending more money. So something about, yeah, somebody being their own worst enemy. Be aware of, yeah, like being your own worst enemy. So somebody could be lying to themselves. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be lying to themselves, you know. So somebody's in denial. Somebody's delusional out here. Especially the person that, yeah, could be claiming somebody that, yeah, like don't want nothing from them. But yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, haters are mad because they see somebody winning. Or they're about to be. So somebody ain't winning. Somebody definitely is about to be. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have unexplained body pain and numbness. I feel like for somebody, yeah, this could be due to stress. But somebody, yeah, but whatever, you know, going back to, yeah, the return to sender, you know, somebody could have been sending some energy, you know, towards somebody to have some type of unexplained body pain and numbness, or yeah, for somebody to, you know, like be, you know, like overly stressed out. And so, yeah, that energy, you know, yeah, it's returned to somebody. Yeah, the Fool. Whoever the Fool is. Yeah, somebody thought that, yeah, like whatever they were doing was a bright idea. And now they're finding out that, yeah, like they're the fool. Yeah, everything that they were doing, yeah, was causing them to miss out. You know, it was causing them, yeah, to lose out, you know, on, yeah, like some opportunities, you know. Somebody, yeah. Somebody, But be aware of, yeah, like somebody trying to fool somebody, yeah, to miss out or to lose an opportunity or something like that. Yeah, a trickster spirit. Be aware of a trickster spirit. Be aware of, yeah, like tricking your own self. Or somebody needs to be aware of tricking their own self. But somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like memory loss. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like lose things, you know, lose their wallet, lose their phone, you know. Or even worse, yeah, lose money. Lose time, lose energy, you know, being the fool. Somebody could have a personality disorder. So yeah, Five of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't know how to be themselves. So that's literally the energy that I picked up. So somebody's walking around, you know, yeah, like somebody that they're not. Somebody definitely, yeah, going back to, yeah, the Temperance in the reverse. Somebody's very imbalanced out here. Somebody's very, very imbalanced out here mentally. And this could be the person that could be spreading rumors about somebody. It could be a King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but that's how we started out with the Lion Leo. But whoever this is, yeah, they have a personality disorder. So this person don't even know how to be themselves, but yeah, they're walking around talking about somebody else. This could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they could be, you know, posting on social media. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, like whatever they're posting on social media is definitely, yeah, directed towards somebody. And then, yeah, it's the whole point is to cause somebody to miss out on something, or it's to, yeah, for somebody to lose some type of opportunity. Yeah, somebody's being told to keep a protection pouch on them or with them. Whoever this person is hating on somebody. Not only do they have a personality disorder, but they also, yeah, has narcissistic behavior. But yep, somebody's spiritual team, somebody's ancestors, somebody's guardian angels, somebody's spirit guides, yeah, definitely got somebody's back. So somebody's spiritual team definitely, yeah, could be getting in the middle of, yeah, whatever this is. Wow. Yep, the person that's causing somebody negativity is a fire sign. So yeah, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that's who's out here. This could be somebody that definitely, yeah, could be doing black magic or juju on somebody. There's also, yeah, a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you know, that could be, yeah, like, they could be doing some type of juju or black magic on somebody. Definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like spreading rumors, you know, about somebody. Won't they give it up? People are so weird. Yeah. Somebody has mental problems. Somebody, yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, you know, feel psychotic, you know, or somebody definitely, yeah, could be psychotic. But, yeah, there's a crazy ex out here that's obsessed that, yeah, won't let go of somebody. They're psycho, and look, that person is looking in the window. So, something about, yeah, somebody, yeah, like being on somebody's property, I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have to defend themselves, you know. And this is like physically to defend themselves. But somebody has the right. Wow. So there could be a crazy ex that's obsessed that won't let go with somebody that could be spreading rumors about somebody. Won't this crazy ex go on somewhere? How many crazy exes have we picked up on? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with them? People on their spiritual journey, people don't want nothing that y'all got. Like, get. Shoe fly. Yeah. Look, threatening. So, and this person has a GUN in their hand. Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been shot before. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be threatening, you know, like to shoot somebody. I don't know. But I feel like somebody wants somebody to feel intimidated. Somebody wants somebody to feel threatened. Somebody wants somebody to feel bothered out here. Wow. We have wish at the bottom of the deck. I just heard wish a ninja would. So that could be somebody's spiritual team, you know, saying, yeah, like we dare you, we double dog dare you. I don't know. Somebody better not go on somebody's property. That's all I know. But yeah, this is somebody that possibly, yeah, could have been wishing, you know, for, yeah, like somebody's downfall, going back to, yeah, like somebody being, you know, like jealous of somebody's career and the money that somebody's makes. But there is some type of wish that's about to come true. So yeah, be careful what you wish for. So I don't know what somebody wished for. I feel like it's whoever these haters are. They wished something bad on somebody, but yeah, it could be coming back. Yeah, return to sender. And so there could be, yeah, like a lot of drama, you know, that could be, you know, like taking place when it comes to like whoever these people are. So yeah, it goes back to, yeah, like somebody not getting in the middle. Yeah. Somebody's toxic out here. Somebody's perfume stinks, or somebody could wear like a lot of perfume. It could be like a lot of flowery perfume, but I feel like it's not, like good flowery. This is also too, yeah, somebody could smell their spiritual team around. Somebody didn't, yeah, but somebody could also too, yeah, like they don't have to see it, yeah, but like they can smell, the toxicity in the air, or just, yeah, like smell evil coming. Somebody, yeah, could smell, like, yeah, a storm coming. How like somebody could have, gotten, their nose broken or something like that, but or yeah, like how like people can smell, like when it's going to rain and things of that nature. Somebody's intuition, so yeah, spidey senses. Somebody's intuition definitely, yeah, could be, like pinging off the chain. Yeah, but somebody don't want nothing nobody got. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be moving on. They could, be letting go. They definitely, yeah, could be loving themselves. Yeah, they free themselves. Somebody definitely, yeah, is free themselves from, yeah, toxic people, places, and things. That's for sure. Or yeah, there's somebody in this situation that's about to learn some type of lesson. So somebody, had a chance to be free, but they didn't. They chose not to be free or whatever. And yeah, they're about to learn some type of lesson. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be expecting some type of new beginning with somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, they're like somebody, yeah, somebody's ex definitely, yeah, could be like threatening, like other people. So this is like somebody, on social media, and so they see, like people, they could be liking, like somebody's what somebody posts, or they could comment, and yeah, like they could go up underneath somebody's comments, threatening people, talking shit to people. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be traveling as well. Or somebody, could be trying to, yeah, like travel towards somebody. Somebody could have to travel for a funeral. Somebody's about to be free. About to be free of somebody or some people. So this is like, yeah, like some people, like going too far, or some people, yeah, like I don't know if, yeah, like somebody or some people gonna try to, yeah, like come on somebody's property, and yeah, like somebody's gonna have to defend themselves, but somebody's about to be free. But somebody's spiritual team, yeah, is all up in the mist. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, like be wishing, like death on somebody. Somebody could lose a child. So it goes back to, yeah, when I picked up the mama, the mama and the child. Because if y'all see, it's a man and a woman, like looking over the casket. So for somebody possibly, yeah, could lose a child. And then this woman in this card is pregnant. Or something about, yeah, like somebody's child, yeah, could like, something could happen. Like somebody's child could get shot, or I don't know. Something about, yeah, a shooting. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have to travel for a funeral, for sure. This could be how somebody, gets free of, like somebody or some people. This is wild. So there could be somebody or some people that finally knows everything that was done to somebody. So that could be, why somebody's about to be free. So this could be, yeah, that ultimate embarrassment that I was picking up on. Yeah, we got dodged the bullet. So something about, yeah, a shooting. Somebody definitely, yeah, literally could have dodged a bullet. But I feel like somebody else ain't gonna be able to dodge, a bullet. This could be, yeah, like a spiritual bullet. But somebody, yeah, Somebody definitely, yeah, could have dodged some type of bullet. So this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, pull the chopper out and let it rain. Whatever he said. Yeah, somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a J. Somebody's last name could be Cole. Mm-hmm. Something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like somebody dodged the bullet once. Don't be a fool, you know what I mean? And yeah, like go back over there. Don't be a fool. Yeah, going back in Kroger after, yeah, you was in there when the shooter came in, whatever have you. I don't know. It's something about shooting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody just needs to stay in alignment. Mm-hmm. There's also somebody that definitely, yeah, could have dodged the bullet, you know, by deciding, yeah, like to take a leap of faith, you know, to like get on their spiritual journey, you know, to change, you know, yeah, like their toxic ways and woo yada yada. So this is like, yeah, like somebody, yeah, supposed to be, you know, in a casket, but you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, changed their ways, you know, somebody, you know, chose to go, you know, the opposite way. Mm-hmm. Going back to, yeah, you know, like somebody looking into somebody. So somebody, you know, could have looked into somebody and could have found out, you know, yeah, what was done, everything that was done to somebody. This is also giving me too, you know, like somebody looking into somebody spiritually, especially with all this intuition out here. Somebody, you know, could have went to a tarot card reader or a spiritual messenger or something, you know, and yeah, they could have found out some stuff that was done to somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have lied about being in a relationship. Mm-hmm. So somebody, you know, could have been in a relationship when they decided, you know, to, yeah, like get in a relationship with somebody. Mm-hmm. But I feel like either way, so yeah, like if somebody, you know, was in a relationship with somebody and they lied about being in a relationship, yeah, like somebody, you know, dodged a bullet. So somebody could have been trying to get somebody pregnant, you know, and so yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah. Even if, yeah, like somebody was pregnant and, you know, they had a, you know, miscarriage, my condolences, you know. But, yeah, like somebody could have dodged a bullet. So somebody possibly, yeah, they didn't know, you know, who they, you know, were in a relationship with. Or they didn't know something, you know what I mean, about somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but somebody also dodged a bullet when it comes to, yeah, a messy situation. So, yeah, don't get in the middle. Mm-hmm. But something definitely, yeah, is about to be shut down. Somebody, some people, some businesses, you know, because I've been picking up on, yeah, properties and stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's also somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be asking people about somebody. That's about to be shut down too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, somebody's about to be stopped from asking people about somebody. Yeah, this could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, is in this psycho crazy mentality, you know, yeah, wanting to, you know, act like they want to do something to somebody. Because they could be expecting, you know, like some type of new beginning with somebody. They could be claiming somebody. It is a messy situation. Mm-hmm. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like get a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Or, yeah, be aware, you know, of like being scammed into, you know, like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But I really feel like there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you know, that could present itself to somebody. Mm-hmm. Yep. But somebody spends a lot of time on social media. Somebody definitely, yeah, could find out some type of truth on social media. Or it could be a lot of people that could find out some truth on social media. But somebody definitely, yeah, spends a lot of time on social media. Mm-hmm. And I feel like something is about to change. So this is like, yeah, like, or somebody, yeah, like, somebody could have, you know, like, yeah, like an idea, you know, or like, yeah, like they could turn something, you know, them spending a lot of time on social media, they could turn that into something, you know. So this is like, you know, somebody, you know, spending a lot of time on social media and then starting a podcast or spending, you know, creating some type of clothing line, you know, and selling it, you know, like online or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like somebody, you know, that, yeah, is like always on social media. I feel like like they're missing out. So this is like somebody that's always in some drama on social media, always, yeah, like looking into negative stuff, yeah, missing out on all the positive stuff, on all the stuff, you know, that, yeah, like could help them, you know, to, yeah, like progress in their life. So somebody just needs to, yeah, be aware. Wow. Somebody's financial information definitely, yeah, could be exposed on social media. And it's something about, yeah, custody of some children. So somebody, could be fighting for custody, like of their children, but it goes back to, yeah, like somebody spreading rumors about somebody. So this could have something to do with, yeah, some children, custody, somebody's finances. But we have up against the clock. So somebody, feels like that they're up against the clock. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be searching, for some answers. There's also somebody that could be up against the clock because they know that, yeah, like they could have a warrant for their arrest. So there definitely, yeah, could be an upsetting conversation that could take place. Somebody, could have to have, like a conversation, like with their children. I don't know. Somebody, knows that they, have to have an upsetting conversation with somebody. But this could be after, yeah, like the ultimate, embarrassment. But I mean, how do you come back from, yeah, the ultimate embarrassment? This is somebody that definitely, yeah, could have tried to ultimately embarrass somebody. So yeah, please let me explain what happened. So in the middle of, yeah, upsetting conversation, somebody is going to want to explain, yeah, like what happened, why they did what they did. But it's also too, yeah, like because people finally know, what was done to somebody. There could be people that, yeah, like they want to know why somebody did it, when they did it, who else was involved. We got a codependent friend, so there's a codependent friend involved. Somebody, yeah, has impulsive decision making. Yep, and we got April, May, June. So yeah, April, May, June. We are in May. So somebody definitely is being told, like to keep their cool and respond rationally. Because whatever, is going on, it definitely, yeah, could be being made fair. For sure. But then we have this. So I know I ain't tripping. And I ain't making nothing up. I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, going back to the predator. So something about, yeah, women and children. So I don't know, but something definitely is being made fair. If something, took place, when it comes to, yeah, like somebody's child or children, or even when it comes to somebody, when it comes to this, yeah, it's being made fair. But yeah, we got swallowing their pride. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be swallowing their pride. But this is also too going back to, yeah, spreading rumors about somebody. So somebody, that, yeah, was spreading the rumors about somebody, yeah. They possibly, could be swallowing their pride, but it could be because, yeah, people finally know, everything that was done, like to somebody. Something about, yeah, some sexual acts in a hotel. I don't know what this is. Something definitely, yeah, could be exposed, at like a funeral. So somebody, yeah, like the suspect, could, yeah, like come to a funeral and then thinking that, yeah, like it's all good, like, yeah, they don't know. And yeah, like people finally know everything that was done to somebody. And so, yeah, like there could be some people that, yeah, they want to put them paws on somebody when it comes to, yeah, like to their family member, or when it comes to, yeah, like a child or children. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive some personal details, or people, yeah, there's people that, yeah, they know some personal details about, yeah, a situation. Yeah, and they definitely, yeah, could be mad as hell. There's also somebody that could be expecting, yeah, like a new beginning with somebody, but they know that, yeah, like ain't no new beginning after this. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to, like humiliate somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be free from some type of humiliation. And somebody definitely, yeah, going back to the black magic and the juju, yeah, trying to do some type of humiliation ritual or something like that. Wow. Be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to put somebody in a false marriage. Or somebody, you know, yeah, they could be free, you know, from some type of false marriage. Somebody that definitely could have, you know, like passed away. Somebody, you know, could have put them in a marriage just so that they could, yeah, like get some money. But this is, yeah, but going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to do some type of humiliation ritual or trying to humiliate somebody. Yeah, they're about to be humiliated. Yeah, for living in that fantasy world mentality. Yeah, somebody thought that somebody, you know, was going, you know, they were wishing death on somebody. Yeah, yeah, in your fantasy world. We got an Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius, or there's Aquarius involved. There could be an Aquarius that could be in a false marriage, or somebody, you know, could be being freed from, you know, like a false marriage from an Aquarius. But be aware of, yeah, like somebody, again, trying to marry somebody, you know, just to, yeah, like get somebody, benefit off somebody, or, yeah, like to put somebody, you know, like in the middle of, you know, like their foolishness, their messy situation. But we got a cyberbully out here. So, yeah, the internet. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have gotten some type of warning not to do it, warning, you know, to, yeah, snap into reality, warning, you know, to, yeah, don't go over there on their grass, warning, yeah. So now somebody wants to come in kissing ass. Somebody could have committed check fraud against somebody, and, yeah, like they want to come in kissing ass, but it goes back to, yeah, like somebody that thinks that, yeah, like nobody knows, you know, what they did, and then they show up at the funeral, or they show up at some, you know, at a family get together, or they show up at the family business, and, yeah, like everybody surrounding them, like, yeah, we know now. Yeah, we got heart of gold. So somebody, you know, could have a heart of gold out here, but don't be a fool. So this is like, you know, like, you know, like, yeah, somebody, going back to the beginning, you know, like somebody that has a heart of gold, usually, yeah, like they say yes a lot. It's time for somebody to say no. But I'm also picking up too that, yeah, like, somebody definitely, yeah, could try to, you know, like, take somebody's kindness for weakness. So I feel like somebody just, yeah, don't need to be fooled. But at the same time, this is like, yeah, like some people, like somebody knows that, yeah, like they can't fool somebody now. So they could be, you know, like swallowing their pride, you know, and, yeah, like, possibly telling the truth, or, you know, yeah, like, but I feel like that they don't have a choice. It's giving me, yeah, like somebody ultimate embarrassment. I just saw a conversation about, a resolution. So, yeah, somebody, you know, could want to have a conversation about a resolution, but we have a long lost lover. So something about, yeah, a long lost lover. So this is somebody that somebody possibly, you know, hasn't, you know, been around, been involved with for a long time. Yeah, possibly, yeah, like trying to come in and kiss ass and want to have a conversation about a resolution. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an F. Yeah, whoever this person is, they could be suffering. But it's from, yeah, living in their own fantasy world mentality. Yeah, it goes back to, yeah, them being their own worst enemy. But then on top of that, yeah, like try to cause somebody else some suffering. The person that has a heart of gold, the person, you know, that definitely, yeah, could have, you know, could have, yeah, like, you know, like helped them in many ways than just one. But we got a reading. So, yeah, somebody could get a tarot card reading. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, needs to use caution. But going back to, yeah, like that warning, yeah, like somebody already received a warning. And so somebody possibly, yeah, could be trying to use caution now, but it's not gonna work. Yeah, because whatever they did, yeah, boomerang. So, yeah, the boomerang returned, yeah, back to the person that threw it. See, yeah, and somebody fell in their own booby trap. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to set somebody up. Somebody could be suffering, you know, from, yeah, like following in their own trap, or, yeah, suffering from some type of setup. And it definitely could have something to do with this. We saw sexual acts, and then, yeah, we have assault allegations. Some stuff is coming back on somebody or some people, and, yeah, somebody don't need to get in the middle of it. Somebody either was convinced to lie about a child, or somebody, convinced a child, you know, to lie. But somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. Yeah, somebody's best friend is involved. But something about, yeah, Facebook. Yeah, somebody could be turning a lot of people on Facebook against somebody. Somebody's best friend, you know. But yeah, boomerang. So yeah, there could be a lot of people, you know, that, yeah, could be, you know, like against this person now. But we got a divine masculine. So there's a divine masculine involved. There's a divine masculine, you know, that possibly, yeah, could be suffering, you know, from some type of booby trap, you know, or, yeah, suffering, you know, from some type of setup. But it goes back to, yeah, like, what do you think the consequence is going to be? You know what I mean? When you keep doing the same thing over and over, getting the same result. When you keep, you know, being with the same person over and over, getting the same result. So, yeah, karmic cycle. So there's a so-called divine masculine that, yeah, possibly keeps going through some type of karmic cycle. Or, yeah, or this is about a divine masculine. But I feel like that there is a divine masculine that, yeah, like they're portraying to be a divine masculine, but they're not. But there's also a divine masculine that definitely, yeah, could be suffering, you know. It could be, yeah, from, you know, like their own movements, choices, and decisions. They could be being bullied. Or, yeah, there's somebody that, yeah, there's some masculine energy out here that definitely, yeah, could be a bully. But we got people know your name. So, yeah, people could be against somebody because people know somebody's name. This could be because of social media. This could be, you know, because of, yeah, the rumors, you know, that somebody or some people spread. This could be because of somebody's cousin. So somebody's cousin could be involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be in a new connection. Somebody definitely, yeah, could try to, you know, like set somebody up with somebody. So somebody just needs to be aware. Because that could be the person, you know, that could be trying to, yeah, like put somebody, you know, like in a false marriage, you know. But, you know, I'm picking up, you know, like, yeah, it could be a false marriage as far as somebody only, you know, like marrying somebody, you know, just for something, you know what I mean? Not because of love. Yeah, it could be just for somebody's heart of gold. Yeah, somebody could be an Aries, a Taurus. Yeah, there's a family member involved. There's a past connection. So, yeah, a long-lost lover. Yeah, somebody, yeah, long-lost lover with this long term. We got a twin flame. So, there's a twin flame out here. With this Aries and this twin flame, yeah, somebody's emperor is out here. We got a rat. So, somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rat. The year of 2020 could be significant. So somebody that's, you know, somebody, you know, could have dealt with, you know, like in 2020. This is 2025. So, yeah. Why you coming back around? Or why you, yeah, want to get married now? Yeah, we got a karmic. So there's a karmic out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be nearby. Or somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to get nearby somebody. But going back to, yeah, somebody traveling. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. We got a Virgo. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be coming in to offer resources and stability. But, yeah, be aware. Use caution. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dog. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to come in as a partner or a companion. But we did see that new connection card. But be aware of, yeah, like somebody else, you know, trying to. Yeah. Somebody also could be trying to come in with some type of advice or some type of guidance. We got a Libra. There could be a Libra involved. Somebody could be, you know, trying to come in with some type of advice or some guidance when it comes to like some type of legal situation. Somebody definitely, yeah, could try to come in to nurture and support somebody. It could be a snake. This is somebody Chinese zodiac sign, could be a snake, but we are in the year of the snake. And there is a friend, acquaintance, or a coworker that definitely is involved. Yeah, something is short term. So somebody definitely, yeah, could try to make something look like it's going to be long term, but it's really going to be short term. We got a Cancer, so there's a Cancer involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, sexual out here. Something about, yeah, some sexual acts being done on somebody. Somebody Chinese zodiac sign could be a rooster. We got a Scorpio. We got a Leo. We got a Gemini. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a goat. Somebody definitely, yeah, could want a confrontation. So I feel like that somebody just doesn't need to get in the middle of some stuff. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have manipulated some type of paperwork. This could have something to do with check fraud. This could have something to do with, you know, like, yeah, like a false marriage. This could have something to do with, you know, like somebody passing away. But yeah, happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. So yeah, somebody needs to choose wisely. Somebody could be 60 to 70 years old, or there's a 60 to 70 year old involved. I just saw owner of a business. So something about, yeah, owner of a business. But somebody definitely, yeah, is about to find out who, what, when, where, and why. For sure. And I feel like when somebody finds out who, what, when, where, and why, or when somebody receives, you know, like some information, I feel like, yeah, it could be who was in the middle of some stuff, who did, yeah, what, when they did it, where they did it, and why. Somebody definitely, yeah, is being told to take some time, you know, like to think it over. Because I feel like something about, a legal situation. This could also be too, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, could pass away. And so, you know, somebody, you know, could ask somebody, you know, like, you know, to like take over, you know, some stuff, you know. And so, yeah, like somebody would need to take some time to think it over. And also too, yeah, like somebody thinking that somebody's a fool, you know. So this is like, somebody, you know, asking somebody, you know, yeah, like to marry them or whatever, you know. And so, but you don't have to do it now, you know, take some time to think it over. Somebody just needs to be aware, because, yeah, there's somebody out here that takes and never gives. Somebody's a user out here. Somebody's a taker. Something about, yeah, taking something. I don't like this energy. Yeah, there could be somebody or some people that definitely, could be trying to cause a diversion, or somebody's about to, like find out who was trying to cause some type of diversion, you know, when it comes to, whatever's going on. But somebody definitely, could be trying to cause a diversion. Going back to, somebody trying to play sick. Somebody trying to play, you know, Somebody definitely is proud of being a player, or proud of being a cheater as well. But we got the third eye. So somebody's third eye is open. And somebody's intuition is right. So, somebody just needs to trust their intuition. Yeah, kindness is a sign of strength. So, people trying to take somebody's kindness for weakness, and they about to get messed up. They about to mess around and find out. But we got this. So somebody could be this. This came out yesterday. So just be aware. Use caution. But somebody definitely, I don't know, somebody living in that lifestyle, could end up, where they don't want to be. They definitely, could be somebody, they could be recalling some type of past events. This could have something to do with, the shooting that I was picking up and all, yeah. But yeah, there is some type of uninvited energy that could be lurking around somebody's home. But this could be, yeah, like some energy, that somebody, yeah, like try to send somebody, yeah. And so there could be, yeah, like some type of past conversation that leads to, yeah, the admission of somebody's guilt. There could be people that could just be sitting around, recalling past events, and then, yeah, out of guilt, somebody, tells the truth to somebody or some people. So be aware, because somebody, could be trying to cause, like a diversion in the next 7 to 10 days. So in the next 7 to 10 days, like somebody possibly, yeah, could, come try to communicate with somebody, and ask somebody, whatever they're going to ask. And so, yeah, like they're going to be like, yeah, take some time to think it over. Yeah, in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, yeah, thinks somebody's a fool, or, yeah, like trying to, like take somebody's kindness as a weakness. But, yeah, somebody's kindness is a strength. But I'm also picking up, too, yeah, like people thought, that, yeah, like they were getting over on somebody, thought that they were, yeah, taking stuff from somebody, going back to, yeah, the money and woo yada yada, whatever. Yeah, taking somebody's man or woman or whatever have you. But, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, like somebody still remain kind, still, help people, still fed people, whatever, like somebody remain kind in doing. I feel like in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, yeah, is about to manifest something. And, yeah, whatever somebody's manifesting, yeah, I wish a bitch would try to take it. Wow, we got court date and court hearing. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have to go to court in the next 7 to 10 days. In the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, yeah, could try to, you try to use cause a diversion. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I have major health issues. Yeah, but you still gonna get that work. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have manifested, like these major health issues. So this is like, yeah, like somebody keep wishing, somebody, would get sick and die. Wish that, like somebody would lose all their money or whatever. And yeah, like they manifested this on themselves. Yeah, we got the full moon. So we, yeah, literally, kind of are still, the full moon energy is still lingering. So yeah. So something, could have happened on the full moon. And whatever, it's happened on the full moon, whatever somebody tried to do, during the full moon, yeah, like they did it themselves. There's also somebody that definitely, yeah, could like try to, tell somebody who, what, when, where, and why, just to try to cause a diversion so that somebody, won't, yeah, like realize it's them or think it's them. So yeah, like they think that they fooling somebody. Now they just fooling themselves. But yep, in the next 7 to 10 days, there could be a door that is opening, because yeah, there could have been a door that has been closed, but another one is opening. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have to, yeah, testify in the case. That's for somebody. So this could be, yeah, like, so, going back to, some people finally know everything that was done to somebody. Yeah, it could be the courts, that could know, everything that was done to somebody. But be aware, because, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, wants somebody to take their guard down. And this is somebody that possibly, yeah, either, they found out some information about a court case, or, yeah, they're going to try to, cause a diversion, by giving, information about a court case. So something about, yeah, taking time to think it over. Somebody definitely, yeah, could want somebody to testify, like in a court case. But whoever this is, they set themselves up for failure, so they have to save themselves. Somebody could be afraid to make a decision. So, I mean, but yeah, in the next 7 to 10 days, there could be somebody that could be trying to figure out how to make the karma stop. So yeah, somebody don't need to be a fool to get in the middle, or don't, yeah, ain't no taking no time to think nothing over. Somebody's trying to figure out how to make the karma stop. That's the only reason why they possibly want to marry somebody, or they possibly, want to link up with somebody, and do, some type of business with somebody. Yeah. In the next 7 to 10 days, somebody's going to be extra stressed out. Somebody definitely, is going to be full of anxiety. But in the next 7 to 10 days, like somebody's going to be stress-free, free of, like anxiety. Yep. And then we got set up gone wrong. So somebody definitely, try to set somebody up. There's also somebody that, they could meet somebody new. This could be somebody, behind somebody's back, And they could tell somebody they're not in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but they really are, They could have been in a relationship with, whoever, is resonating with this message. And so the other person finds out. And so, they go psycho. But there's also somebody that could be trying to figure out how to make the karma stop. They could be, understanding that, they were supposed to learn some type of lesson. I don't know. There could be a setup that could go wrong, and somebody could pass away. But it's a lesson. So whatever, somebody, in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody could be stress-free and anxiety-free because, some truth could come out. But there could be, some arguing, back and forth amongst some people. Anything else? Somebody definitely could want to play catch up with somebody after they set up gone wrong or something like that. But no is a complete sentence, because somebody they take and they never give. They're a user. They're a taker. This person definitely they could sell drugs or something could happen and it's a part of their karma while they're selling drugs or whatever. And they could be trying to make the karma stop. But no is a complete sentence. Because somebody's bouncing back from a career setback. So somebody could have lost their job, somebody could have gotten fired, whatever have you, as to why somebody, had to bounce back from a career setback. So somebody definitely, could be manifesting, like a new career. But we got birds are chirping. So chirp, chirp, chirp. So people are talking, but there's a lot of arguing going back and forth amongst some people. There's a guilty private investigator, so there's a private investigator involved. So some type of past conversation definitely could lead to the admission of guilt. Somebody definitely could have substance abuse issues. A guilty private investigator, they could have been bribed. Or there could have been some blackmail, they could have been, used, to get, somebody, to lie or to, cause a diversion or whatever have you. But somebody definitely could have a white collar job. Somebody could be a white collar worker. Somebody could work with paper. But something about manipulated paperwork. So somebody definitely could lose their job. But we got exposure of many people. So there could be many people that could be being exposed. So it goes back to the ultimate embarrassment. Yep, trouble is brewing because the truth is out. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep, we got court documents. So something about, some court documents. Somebody definitely is glued to digital devices for sure. So something about, social media. So there could be, like the court documents, could definitely have, like social media written all over them, So, we got the feds are watching. So the feds are definitely watching somebody or some people. So somebody definitely could be determined to set the record straight. It could be a guilty private investigator. But whoever this is that, yeah, could have bribed somebody or some people, try to use some type of blackmail, yeah, this is an entitled prick. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like, somebody don't owe nobody nothing. Whoever this is, yeah, they're surrounded by a lot of negative influences. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, like them being their worst enemy, their own worst enemy. And so, yeah, they could get themselves in some trouble. But they're not going to tell somebody that, yeah, like the feds is watching them. You know, they're just going to try to woo somebody, wine and dine somebody to, yeah, get somebody in the middle. Because whoever this person is, yeah, like they think that their way is the right way. But they definitely, yeah, are finding out that it's not. Somebody could also be going through an ego death. Somebody definitely, yeah, works with paper. But something about, yeah, paperwork. Be aware of, yeah, like somebody trying to bring some type of paperwork, you know, hollering about, yeah, sign it, you know. I mean, for somebody, yeah, there's something good, you know, that's coming somebody's way. And somebody definitely, yeah, we need to take some time to think it over. It definitely could have something to do with what somebody's been manifesting, you know. But, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, needs to trust their intuition because it's right. Yep. And somebody definitely, yeah, needs to stay true to themselves because, yeah, everything, you know, is coming, you know, everything that, whatever somebody deserves, yeah, it's coming their way. I just keep seeing obsessed men. So it's something about, yeah, some obsessed men. But, yep, we got freedom. So, yeah, somebody definitely is about to be free. Free of some energy, free of stress and anxiety, free of some type of arguing back and forth, free of, yeah, the rumors, free of, yeah. And somebody definitely, yeah, is too far ahead to look back. There's somebody or some people that, yeah, they're reliving the same old story. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody, you know, going, you know, doing the same thing over and over, yeah, and getting the same results. Yeah, Leo. So, newsflash. So something definitely, yeah, could be on the news. That's for somebody, not everybody. Somebody's sister could be involved. You could be seeing the angel number 555. Yeah, but some type of rising tension definitely, yeah, could lead to some type of exposure. So in the next 7 to 10 days, I feel like yeah, like somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, yeah, like find out some information. But then in the next 7 to 10 days, I definitely do feel like yeah, like somebody, you know, was about to go through, yeah, the ultimate embarrassment. And in the next 7 to 10 days, yeah, whatever, you know, somebody deserves, somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like receive it. But we did see, yeah, April, May, June. So, yeah, by June, yeah, something good, you know, could take place for somebody. You could be seeing the angel number 911. There definitely, yeah, could be an emergency that takes place. I don't know. Something about, yeah, I just keep picking up something about, yeah, a shooting, yeah, Scorpio energy. So there could be an investigation. So maybe somebody is about to receive some information, you know, about, you know, like a court case or something like that. And it could be, yeah, like in the next 7 to 10 days. And that could relieve, you know, like somebody's stress or somebody's, you know, anxiety or something like that. But whoever, you know, is resonating with this message, just know that, yeah, in the end, you win. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.